This episode is about the next attempt implementing Fibre Channel and a storage array network on my Alpha servers with a Modular Data Array 1000 and tape drives connected via a Modular Data router, and an attempt to bring it up and running on an Itanium. And this time it works for the most parts. Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode, and in this episode I want to proceed with Fibre Channel. Yeah, you may have viewed the last video, and I did some things in the last video. First of all, with this Modular Storage Array 1000, I wanted to connect it to a switch down in that rack cabinet. You can't see at the moment, but here there's a rack cabinet below that thing. And it wasn't possible to connect the MSA 1000 to my switch because there's an internal switch, and the internal switch has some limited ePort functionalities, so ISL isn't possible completely with the MSA 1000 and the internal switch. And the other thing I've tried out is to access a tape drive via a Modular Data Array via Fibre Channel, and this also doesn't work. Yeah, you can find the last video down below, but the last video wasn't really successful in case of Fibre Channel, and therefore today I want to try out new things. There were also some problems with zoning and the configuration, but I will tell you that in that video. A few mentioned that in the comments, so this is a thing we will see in that video. But the first thing is I want to try out to access the Modular Data Array, and I've got a new module. This one over here. This one is the card, and I can replace the switch in the internal switch with that card, which provides just an N port this card and do not provide any switching functionality. So therefore I hope I can connect with that module directly to the switch, and then the switch will provide an F port, and then there will be a connection to the HP StorageWorks MFA 1000. Yeah, this is the back of the MFA 1000. We saw it also in the last video, and this is the MSA Fabric Switch 6. And yeah, there are some issues with that switch, so I will remove the left one. I've only purchased one of these modules because these modules are not really expensive on the second-hand market, but that costs quite the amount of money I've paid for the whole system, and therefore I've purchased only one of these modules, and this came from the UK, so it took also some days before I received it. Therefore, I will replace only one module at the moment, so there will only be one Fibre Channel link to the MSA 1000 at the moment, and maybe when I find a second one for a cheaper price, I will add a second one for a second Fibre Channel connection as well. So remove the cable, and then there is, I think, a hot plug cable, but at the moment it's turned off. So let's remove this crap over here and insert this smaller model and put that in, and let's turn the switch, turn the MSA 1000 on. And here are the lights for the link, but I think it will take a while until the whole system starts the Fibre Channel connection. Another thing I do not know is if the machine has any problems when this slot is a switch and this slot is just this module, just the N port. But we will see if it causes an error or if it's just working. Because I think each module goes to one of the controllers at the front, and therefore this controller has no connection, and this controller the front of the controller has a connection to the Fibre Channel network, or to the storage area network. Yeah, as you can see, it's turned on. 1G green, so there is a connection to the Fibre Channel switch. So, next thing is, let's try out if I can connect to this thing via OpenVMS. But before I will go to OpenVMS and to the console, I forgot to talk about the tape drive and the modular data router. You can see here the modular data router, and I've added a second tape drive because what's better than one DLT drive? Of course, two DLT drives. And one thing that was wrong, what I mentioned in the last video, is this tape drives here. These are basically Quantum DLT 7000s, and they are not capable of 20 gigabyte uncompressed. They're capable of 35 gigabyte uncompressed and 70 gigabyte compressed. And I've added both to the modular data router in the back. The modular data router provides 4 independent SCSI buses. Therefore, you can connect a lot of devices to one of these modular data routers. And over here, there's the switch, and now you can see, hope you can see it, there is a link on each fiber channel connection. And this one, this is the DS10, maybe we will use the DS10 later in the video, but here are the two alpha servers, and here are the modular data router and the MSA 1000, and the link is there. And the problem in the last video why I couldn't see on one alpha machine the modular data router was based on the old zoning configuration on that device. You mentioned in the comment that I have to check the zoning configuration, and I thought that all configuration was deleted by resetting the switch, but you have to reset the zoning configuration as well. When you reset the configuration of that switch, the zoning configuration is still there, so therefore this is a different step to remove the old zoning configuration. But now the zoning configuration is gone, and now all ports are in one zone, therefore it should work. And basically, this Compaq StorageWorks SAN switch 2/16-EL is a Brocade Silkworm 3900. So therefore, all the Brocade stuff I think will work as well with that switch. Now we are on one of the machines, not in OpenVMS. We are in the SRM at the moment. But I will check with the device WWID MGR if there are any devices available. So first set the mode, and then check ID MGR, show WWID, and then dash full, and we can see a lot of things. Here are these two, starting with 5005. This is the modular data router, and this with this one thing down below with the UDID 200. This is the MFA 1000. So both devices are now available from that system. So next step, I will start OpenVMS. I do not add any device at the moment because I will check what's happening when I'm starting OpenVMS without any further configuration. So let's start OpenVMS. So OpenVMS has started. Let's log in, and let's first check the devices. And this is interesting because the modular data router with the device $1 DJA 200 is already there. So you do not have to add it with the two WWID MGR. So it seems to be detected automatically, and the tape drives are not there because you have to add them with the tool, with the tool sysman. And then I think it was IO WWID find, or vice versa. Yeah, it was vice versa. It was IO find WWID. What he said? No previous undiscovered WD have been found. Okay, that's a thing I do not understand, because now I was able to see it on the other machine. Yeah, let's go to the other machine. Check it on that machine. Also, no tape drive. This is interesting. The command find WWID is only to find tape drives, not for hard drives. Okay, this is really interesting. Why I am not able to find the tape drive, so I have to check the configuration on the modular data router. Yes, I found the problem or the issue, whatever you think, or my stupidness. You can call it whatever you want. I forgot to turn on the tape drives. That's the reason why the tape drives were not detected by the systems. You can we only saw the modular data router, the WWIDs from the modular data router, but there were no tape drives. So let's try it again. I did not restart the machine, so I do not know if it's possible, necessary to restart the machine, or I can use it. Yeah, it's not necessary. You can see it detected the TZ89. This is the digital branded DLT 7000, and the other one, a Quantum DLT 7000. This is the Compaq branded DLT 7000, so it's not rebranded. With the name we saw, and then let's enter IO Auto. And exit, and we now enter show devices. There are the two tape drives, $2 MGR0 and $2 MGR1. The top one I think is the TZ89, and the lower one is the Compaq branded tape drive. Let's check it. Show devices, $2 MGR0 full. Yes, this is the TZ89. You can see it here. You can see there are two paths to that machine. Let's go to the other machine. I think it's necessary to run this man here as well. Yes, and IO Auto. And you can see there are the two tape drives as well. So now let's try to access these tapes again. So I have a tape. Here's the same tape before the last time. I will put the tape into the tape drive. And let's check the possibility to read it. We'll use the TZ89 for that. Put it in. It will take a while until it is loaded by the tape drive. So I have to wait until the 20 gigabyte status light will become green. So now the tape has loaded. It took about 3 or 4 minutes. Let's try to mount it. And the label is DBS1BU. So it's a backup of the machine DBS1. Starts to read the tape. And now it's mounted. I don't know why it's now working, and it didn't work the last time because I did not change any configuration on the modular data router. I've only added the second device, and I've tested this mounting process on a newer machine with OpenVMS 8.4 before I recorded that video, and it worked as well. So let's have a look on the tape content. Let's change the folder to the tape. Let's have a look what's on the tape, and if this will be read correctly, it's the modular data router will work. But because the tape drive has to read the whole tape, and it's linear access, it will take a while until we can see the content of the tape. But while this is loading, I will try to read another tape with the other tape drive on the other machine. So here is the second tape. So there's the first tape and then the second tape is the same content. It's the same backup from the same machine, but on the second tape I've pick up it twice. Let's add it to the other tape drive. You can see it's reading at the moment. Add it to the tape drive on the right. And let's try to access this tape drive as well. Yeah, the other tape is loading at the moment, but we can see now here, this is the content of the first tape. The backup of all 4 hard drives from the VEX 4000 or from the VEX server 4300. That has 4 hard drives. These are the backups from each hard drive. So let's switch to the other machine again. And let's have a look. One thing I want to try, is it possible to mount the tape with a second device as well? Let's try it out. Hit the right keys, then GA. It's already out. No, it's not possible. It's not possible to mount the second tape drive, but the other tape drive is now available. So let's replace 0 with a 1. And oh, there was I thought that was a mistake. It's not DBS1 BU, but it's not possible to mount it on 2 machines at the same time. But let's try to mount the other tape drive, and it's reading. And it's also mounted, so let's check it as well. It's possible to read all the data on that tape. Yes, and there is the content of the directory of that tape. It's the same content like on the other tape, but it's working. So one thing I've tried out in the last video is now working. Now I can access the tape drives via the modular data router, or I can access SCSI tape drives via the modular data router, via my storage network, and via a Fibre channel. So let's try the other thing. Let's enter show devices again. And here on top there is the modular storage array, $1 $DGA200, and let's try to mount it. 200, and I forgot the label. I think it's something like FTP storage or something like that. So I will use override ID, invalid media access. So, okay, I don't know why I could not mount the drive. I think the label is FTP storage, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's not the override of the ID why I could not mount it. So I really don't know why it wasn't visible. So I will add it via the WWID MGR, like I did it in 2 videos before my first Fibre channel video. So let's. I will have to check what's show devices. If it's there, no, we can't see the device in show devices. So let's check it. WMDR show WWID, and there is the Modular Storage Array, and we can use WWID MGR dash quickset UDID 200. That's dash UDID dash and with UDID 200. So disk set after next installation DGA 200, and then init the system again. And let's show the devices, and there is the DGA 200 on Compaq MFA 1000 volume 5.30, and then boot into OpenVMS, and let's try the mounting again. So OpenVMS is booted. Let's log in. So show devices. There is the DGA200. Invalid media address. Okay, this is the thing I didn't understand. Because the device is there. But when I enter show device DGA200 full, you can see there is it. This is the Compaq MSA1000 is online, file untraceable, blah 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 blah, and its I/O path are primary path via the card PGA0. This is the KGPSA Fibre Channel controller. I do not really understand why there is the message of the invalid media address. I did some research, but there did not found any similar problem from other users. So now we can see the DS10 at the moment, and there are some differences because it's a newer machine. You can see here is the device DGA200 as well, and interestingly, the more modern machines, the SRM of modern machines, detects also the tape drives, MGA 00211 and MGA 9320, and it's detected twice because there are two passes. And now we'll boot OpenVMS on that machine, because I was able to access with that machine the MSA1000 via the current network, and let's try to mount it on that machine. So now we are on that machine. This is a graphical workstation. So there is Dick Windows Motive installed. Let's log in. Interestingly, I have to change the password. Interestingly, this display is not able to view the Alpha console while booting. So it becomes black, and after that we will see the Dick Windows. But it's a problem with the display, not with the machine. So let's open a console and enter show devices, and over here we can see there is the DGA200 and also the two tape drives. So this, have a look, forget one, DGA 200. Override, where Dick Windows sets it to American again, right ID, and now we can mount it at FTP storage. So on OpenVMS 8.4 it's possible to mount it. I do not really know why it's not possible on the older OpenVMS 7.3-2, why there is a media address error. I know there were, I think, 12 or 13 Fibre Channel patches released for OpenVMS 7.3-2. But as last time I've tried to install some patches on OpenVMS 7.3-2, I've destroyed some boot scripts. This is a thing I will investigate in a video. Maybe I will make a video, it will be only a console video, and then we will see that stuff where I try to fix the problem, because I have still the disk with the broken installation. But this is, I will do with this only for learn more about OpenVMS. But we can see here on the DS10 it's possible to mount the MSA1000, and we can also go on the hard drive itself, and let's have a look at the content. Where I have to look there. No, there. Yeah. Where on the German keyboard are the right characters. Yeah, this is the content. Is not really much on this thing, but this is the content of the Modular Storage Array. So I can also access the Modular Storage Array via Fibre Channel. Yeah. So one thing is working now, the tape drive is working now, the modular storage array is not working at all. But yeah, I will have some more fun in that video. I will try to access the storage array network via my Itanium as well. So now I will build in a Fibre Channel controller into my Itanium server. Yeah, here this is my Itanium server. It's an HP Integrity RX2620. If you are interested in the hardware, maybe I will make a video about it. Write down in the comments if you want to see a more detailed hardware video. But let's take it out from the rack. I hope you can see everything. So now with a better view on the system, you basically open it, then I can remove the top cover. This is the inside of the machine. It's only one processor installed. Down here the processor, the memory, and here are the expansion cards, and I can remove it while so these are the expansions. There is a RAID controller inside. And how can I open this thing? I have to figure out how to open this box. Do not use the Itanium that much. Slip to unclip. So there are PCI X expansion slots. This is some kind of Compaq RAID controller. Let's remove it. Remove it completely. I do not use that controller at the moment, so I can remove it from the system. And install the Fibre Channel controller. There, this one. This is a bit more modern Fibre Channel controller. It's not a KG PSA. It's a 4 gigabyte PCI X HP Fibre Channel controller, but it should work in an Itanium environment. Oh, it talks. But I do not know how to configure it on Itanium, so we will see it later. Yes, that side. And now this is the connection for the expansion slots. Just this is a very modular system, these Itanium systems. So that's everything, and then put the cover back on it and connect everything and turn it on. It's also connected via a terminal, so we will use terminal as well to have a look on that system. Yeah, now there is, as you can see, a console on the. There's a Linux jump host between the machine and this console. And Itanium has one major disadvantage. You cannot see it, but maybe you can hear it later, because this very loud machine. It's not turned on, but the system LED is blinking. Okay, it won't, not able to turn it on. Okay, now it's off. Okay, try it again. Now the machine is starting. Maybe you can hear it. It's a bit louder than usual the other machines here in that machine. I hope this is only caused by there are two power connections and I'm using only one at the moment. And also this hard drive is red, but I think this is the True 64 hard drive, and the lower one is the OpenVMS hard drive. I didn't start that machine in the last month, so last time I started the machine is some days ago. So this is, now we can see the console. And Itanium, it's really interesting. All the UEFI stuff we have on modern machines at the moment came from the Itanium. And you can see, there is a DRAM failure, I know it. If there is an error, and I'm not really deep into Itanium because the configuration is different to the configuration of an Alpha via SRM or an X via VMB. But I know how to start OpenVMS on it. Okay, there is a Fibre Channel controller, HP 2-port for BGP Fibre Channel adapter. And there's also a link on the hub. On the left, from the left is the management console, and you can see there is a link here on 2. It's correct. So, there's a link, and the link is there with 1G, so this adapter supports 1 GB as well. So now it's loading the drivers. This is the UEFI boot manager, and you can really see how slow 9600 baud are. Then we have to choose the right hard drive. I think it's boot configuration, boot from file, and then yes, OpenVMS. This one, and this one, and then this one, VMS, and I think it's VMS loader EFI, and then VMS will start. Yes, this is the right file. Today is the 4th of June in 2025, and it's 2 minutes before 3 p.m. Now it started, it's quite fast because there is nothing configured, there's a password configured. But let's have a look, show devices. No. There are no devices detected. Let's try it out. I don't know if it's possible on Itanium. WWID. No undiscovered WWIDs have been found. I think I have to configure the card before I can use it in OpenVMS. So let's try to see the EFI menu again, if there's any possibility. But as I said before, I've never go deeper into that machine or in the technology of Itanium and how to administrate Itanium. So now let's wait until the machine has rebooted, and maybe there is any configuration possible in the configuration menu. Okay, now there is a shell. There I'm not able to proceed on Itanium because I do not know how to do it, because I'm not really deep into Itanium, never worked with Itanium before. I hope that the Itanium server detects the Fibre Channel devices like the DS10 automatically, but this is not the case. So I think there has to be more configuration on it. But yeah, this is maybe something for a further video. Yeah, that's also the end of that video. I hope you found that interesting. You can leave comments down below and like the video, and see you in the next episode.